One of the most burning questions Alabama fans have wondered has been answered, and that is the Crimson Tide have replaced Scott Huff with a new offensive line coach and a guy that brings a great resume back to the state of Alabama where he's coached in the past. We're going to talk about the new O-line coach, Chris Kapilovic, right here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. And let's talk about Alabama's offensive line and how it's going to improve under a brand new coach. But he said, everybody, love to get on here with breaking news and promised you that if something happened, we jump on and tell you about it. That's what we're doing today. At Broadcaster Mick on the socials. And again, great to talk to you here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. Thumbs up if you like Alabama content. All right, let's put him on the screen and let's talk about him. The brand new Alabama offensive line coach named is Chris Kapilovic. Now, Kapilovic is a guy that comes to Alabama with an excellent resume, and that includes stops at Colorado, Michigan State, and UNC. Now, he was at Baylor, but he never coached there. He was there, and then Alabama went and hired him away when Michigan State changed staffs. You know, obviously puts a coach in a spot where they move, and that's what Kapilovic did, going to Baylor. But again, now coming to Alabama to join Coach DeBoer. Let's go through his resume. Started out as a student assistant coach at Missouri State, 91. And then from 92 to 97, he was an assistant coach and an offensive line coach at Deer Valley High School in Arizona. From there, went to Phoenix College, offensive line. I love the fact that the guy's done it all. I mean, you're talking about somebody that's grinded in this position, right? Resume looks fantastic. Was a graduate assistant, 99 and 2000 at Kansas. Then he was at Alabama State, and this was the home state connection here for us. From 2001 to 2005, he was part of the Alabama State program. Assistant coach, offensive line, offensive coordinator, and offensive line coach. Then in 2006, he went to Missouri State, run game coordinator, along with offensive line coach. And then it's just continued to climb. Nose to South, spent time at Southern Miss, 08, 09, 2010 and 11, run game coordinator, offensive line, assistant coach at Southern Miss. Went to North Carolina, was there in 2012 and 13. Run game coordinator again, offensive line coach on the resume. Eventually went to co-offensive coordinator for the Tar Heels, then assistant head coach for the Tar Heels, left there 2018 season. 2019, assistant coach, offensive lines, run game coordinator again at Colorado. Then he went to Michigan State. And remember, Michigan State had that really successful season. They ran the ball. Kenneth Walker was the featured back there. Well, he was there as well. He was the guy that ran the offensive line in the run game. And then 2024 listed as assistant coach, offensive line at Baylor. But instead of being at Baylor, he is at Alabama. Now, a couple things about Kapilovic. First off, I like the fact that he has spent time in the South. Alabama State, Southern Miss, he's going to get the recruiting area. No, he didn't come from the SEC, but he does have the experience of spending a lot of time in our state and in the South, and that's an area where Alabama has got to pound the recruiting. That's where he's going to get a lot of the talent he's going to have on the offensive line. He's going to fit in well with Coach DeBoer because, you know, DeBoer is going to want to move the ball. He's going to want to throw the ball. He's going to want to spread things out. Pace may be part of the offense, and that's something that Kapilovic is going to be able to fit right in with at Alabama. The offensive line has been a serious spot of concern for Alabama. Obviously, all the sacks last year, you guys are going to get in the comments section and you're going to say, well, Mick, part of that was on Jalen Milroe not getting rid of the ball fast enough. Yeah, that's true. Some of it's on him, but a lot of it's on the offensive line too. Those guys being able to block. You can put that on the running backs too. You've got to be able to, at the same time, when you are, blocking, you expect the tight ends to block. You expect the running backs to block. So guys got to kind of fit into the scheme. Quarterbacks got to be able to audible at the line of scrimmage. Something that Nick Saban talked about, being able to look out and say, hey, here's what the defense is. They're changing it right now, and being able to make those switches. It's something that we talk about a lot on our show, Elephant in the Room with Jay Coker, being able to make those decisions at the line of scrimmage and being comfortable enough to do that and experienced enough to do that. So all of that feeds into it, and that'll be a challenge for Chris Kapilovic as he works on this offensive line. Alabama did an excellent job in this coaching search. No one mentioned Kapilovic as a candidate, and that's because we're not getting a lot of information right now from inside the program. Part of that is it's new people that we haven't really gotten to know yet with this coaching staff, some guys that have been there, but it also shows you that Coach DeBoer has a lockdown on the information that is coming out. And I think that this is a good thing. We saw it last year when Alabama played Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin was really trolling Alabama over some of the things that you knew he was getting information from within the program. If this is an indicator of how things are going to be moving forward, it's a good indicator. It shows you that there's a lot of loyalty on this staff, that Coach DeBoer's buttoned up. He's got things under control, and it really shuts down a lot of the rumor mill stuff that circulates. And it shows that he's a guy who has things under control. And that's probably why he goes after a lot of coaches that he has prior relationships to. But I think this is a really good hire for Alabama. Again, just kind of taking a look at the resume. It's someone that comes in with a lot of experience. I mean, you can scroll through this resume and, run game coordinator, offensive line coach, assistant coach, offensive coordinator, co-offensive coordinator. And those are the type of things that are going to help this coaching staff build the offensive line, which was just such an area for Alabama of issues on last year and their staff. So that's where we are right now. Didn't want to make this too long. Just wanted to give you kind of an update on who's replacing Scott Huff, where Alabama is as far as adding coaches. We got a couple weeks before spring practice starts. So Kapilovic is the next coach. Still need to add one more coach to the offensive line, and we'll keep an eye on that as well. But this just came down the pike. He'll join Coach DeBoer, Nick Sheridan, Jamarcus Shepard, Robert Gillispie. And he and Robert Gillispie and that staff will work close to try to, get the run game going, work with the backs, block. And it's going to be exciting to see what exactly this offense looks like through practice and then the 8A game, what the quarterback position is going to look like, and then moving forward into the season. So anyway, big question answered. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. And don't forget that the show was presented by New Life Art. You want to add the latest Alabama print? Go there. Use the promo code Bama Tailgate, 15% off at checkout on your purchase, your regularly priced purchase. Take advantage of that. And again, we will talk to you guys again soon. If anything else comes up, you can count on us here. Roll Tide.